Hey guys, welcome to another edition of Going Local. This time we're doing the financial edition. And so we're here at Movement Mortgage with Brittany Stokes.
Hi.
Just want to welcome her onto the show here. Today we're going to be talking about FHA loans. And so as we're talking through FHA, we're going to talk through some scenarios, different things that they offer, some of the benefits, features. We even will share a couple testimonials about clients that we have helped in the past with FHA loans, and some of the things that maybe you can even attach to those loans. And so tell me just a little bit, as far as FHA, what are the guidelines, loans?
Okay, so some of the minimum requirements are you have to have a minimum of 580 credit score. Your debt to income can't be over 57%. Okay. And then you're required to have a 3.5% down payment.
Oh, wow. So this would be a great option for somebody that doesn't have a ton of cash saved back, or they're not selling another house or something like that.
Correct. That would be a great option for them.
Perfect. And so, I know we had a closing actually this morning where we had an FHA that went through, and we were able to get them to the point where they didn't even have to bring money to closing. We had a down payment assistance program that we were able to roll them into. We were also able to do the FHA, and then on top of that, we were able to negotiate some of their closing costs in. So I think they left the table with like a little over $500. They were actually paid to buy the house.
That's correct.
So,
and what you're mentioning is the NC Housing. We're able to pair North Carolina Housing, which does have different stipulations of a 640 credit score and a debt to income of 43%. But we were able to pair that together and give them $8,000 to put towards that 3.5% down payment, as well as pay for some of their closing costs.
Oh, definitely. So I think this is one of the most used loans in most cases, because it doesn't fall into some of the stipulations that you have with USDA or VA and some of those kinds of specialties. FHA is it's available for really anybody.
It is. And especially if you've had some maybe not so great things on your credit, it allows for a little bit more of a margin because it's a government-backed loan.
Gotcha. And like we were saying before, I mean, debt to income can be like almost 57%.
Correct.
So I think that's going to be a huge help for our clients. And so another thing that we can kind of talk about is some of the restrictions that you have with an FHA loan. So what are a couple of those?
Mortgage insurance. You will pay for mortgage insurance up front. It's financed into the loan, so you're not adding that into the closing cost. But then it also has the mortgage insurance for the life of the loan. Sure. Conventional, typically whenever you have 80% invested into the property or 20% invested, your loan to value is 80%. Then the mortgage insurance falls off. Whereas this one, because it's a government backed, it's throughout the life of the loan.
Gotcha. So that's a great added benefit that we've talked about before with anytime that you have loan mortgage insurance. Basically what that is that's covering the lender in some elements. And so when you get down to that 80% marker, then we can get that knocked off for you by just doing a simple refi. So I think that's a huge benefit that she can offer as well.
Absolutely.
So
even though you're looking at life of the loan, that's what you need for your time right now of being able to purchase. Sure. So like you said, come back and we can look at refinancing in a few years if that's what's needed to get that mortgage insurance.
Yeah, I think that's a great point. I think a lot of times when we're looking at buying a house, we have to look at the now situation, not the 30 years from now. I've heard misconceptions people have of, well, do I have to have the loan for 30 years, or do I have to have this, or do I have to that? And so some of those things, you don't have to. You can sell your house, you can move, you can refi. There's all kinds of different options after the fact. We just want to get you into the house and be able to get you to the dream house that you want to be able to buy right now. And so I think this is a great option. And like you said, we have some other things that we'll talk about in later videos of down payment assistance and some of the other mortgage types that are out there. So I just want to thank you for coming on today and just giving us some wealth of knowledge from the FHA perspective.
Absolutely. Thank you for having me.
So we will put our contact information at the beginning and end of this video. So feel free to contact us. You can check us out on our websites, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, all of those different social media outlets. Also, you feel free to reach out to us through email, phone number, text, whatever the case may be. We're readily available and we'd love to work with you.
So, absolutely.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you.